Hello everybody, today's video is about my bullet journal setup for the month of November. I asked you guys on Instagram about your favorite topics for new themes, and I also did some research on Pinterest, and in the end I went for this illustration here, inspired by one of my favorite tattoo artists of all time. This very autumnal cup of tea is embellished with fun illustrations inspired by nature and camping, and it just makes me smile and want to do a road trip and stay in a teepee all night. On the other side, I created my traditional monthly overview with two different columns for private matters and work stuff. And as you can see, I also picked a accent color for this month, and it's this Tombow, and I also link it down below, and I will also link all the other stuff I used there. You can see it's really easy to achieve this fake calligraphy effect if you don't even know how to do brush lettering. You just need two different pens. I used a gel pen and a Tombow, and I think it's a really nice effect. I didn't do anything too crazy for my habit tracker. I just switched it up a little bit with my headlines. And then I just wrote down all my usual habits that I like to track, filled in my horizontal line of days, and then I just marked a little smiley face at the bottom of the page and another emoticon for my mood tracker. My sleep log is also the same as most of the time, but I switched up a little bit with those little icons over there so I can mark any particular days when I maybe ate too much or did a lot of workouts. On the next page, I'm creating my spending log or my expense tracker and also my monthly diary. This was a combination that worked really well last month, and I just wanted to try to carry on, and it's just really easy. I mostly only write down the headline and the rest comes all together in the next month. So now I'm starting out with my calendar overview of my weekly spread, and I mostly only do this brush lettering stroke and then also my calligraphy font, and it's really easy and I really like the way it looks, and it's just really bold. It looks really polished, but it's still really easy. And then I go for one column for a running to-do list and another one for dates and deadlines. At the bottom of the page, I mostly go for a brain dump or a next week column, and this is what I've done this time as well, and it really helps me to set up the next week as well. I am also teaming up with Storyblocks for this video. Go to storyblocks.com/YouTube or click the link in the description box below to start downloading and get a 7-day trial today. This way you can try it out and access a massive variety of high-res photos, vectors, and much more from Storyblocks, including high-quality photos, vectors, icons, and more. You can use them for your bullet journal, as I do, for your blog, YouTube videos, or you can even print out your own stickers without getting any copyright issues. Download anything from more than 400,000 images in their member library and save 60% on marketplace content. As you can see here, I have two different folders and I love to gather inspiration and save them. And I have one for cover page ideas with a lot of different wreaths and other hand-drawn things. And then I have this icons folder, and I saved so many nice items on there, including this one with the arrows and the hand-drawn teepees, because they really remind me of my cover page. After saving all of those in my folders, I printed out a couple of them, and then you just can cut them out with scissors, and they really act like stickers in your journal. So a lot of people ask me, how can I incorporate something really creative in my journal when I cannot really draw or I don't really have the patience for watercolors? The next step is definitely the hardest. You have to choose the right design for your layout, and then you can just stick them in there with a little bit of glue. That's super easy, and it looks super nice and very neat. And then you can just keep the excess in your back pocket like I do. That's super handy because I'm traveling next month, and so I always have some designs to choose from. Let's do this little flip through all my spreads and pages for the next month. I definitely think they only really come together when you use them, so we definitely also have to look at my October pages. But I have to say I really love how this turned out especially. So, month at a glance, October, a spread I didn't really use, so that's a little bit of a fail, but it's so satisfying to see my mood tracker, my habit tracker, and my sleep log. I still have a couple of days left, and I loved filling in my monthly diary pages, and yeah, I can't wait to carry on in October. And I also fell in love with those running to-do lists on all of my weekly spreads, and that's also really easy to keep up. And I had some time to doodle in my journal, so that's a plus. That's it, guys. So I really love how the setup turned out. And what I also love is when you guys tag me on Instagram. So please keep them coming. And I will talk to you guys very, very soon.